Next on Lights, Camera, Vegas.
We are here for you and will continue to fight with you.
Vegas' own Imagine Dragons return home for a powerful and important performance.
Your house is on fire, your children are alone.
Brian Newman's back on stage with Lady Gaga and rocking his own late-night residency.
You never know who's going to show up, and that's my favorite part about it.
Then,
Rock star. Wow, that's a cool name. Is that your given name? Yeah, gave it to myself.
Terry Fator is ready to rock with his newest edition and his new location. Plus, in time for Halloween, we check into The Manor with legendary actress Barbara Hersey. It all starts now on Lights, Camera, Vegas.
Welcome to Lights, Camera, Vegas. This week we're here at the Wynn for a star-studded event as Grammy winners Imagine Dragons are about to put on one of their most important performances of the year.
I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am?
Imagine Dragons back on stage and back home in Vegas for a deeply meaningful event, their Tyler Robinson Foundation Gala.
We love you, Tyler, wherever you are amongst the clouds, and hopefully a far better place than this. We love you. We think of you often, and thank you for your legacy. Thank you for all that you continue to share with us. You inspire us.
The foundation, named in honor of a young fan the band befriended during his cancer battle, is now in its 8th year raising funds for pediatric cancer families. The annual event, hosted by actor Joel McHale and featuring a special concert by the Grammy-winning band, raised more than $2.6 million.
These couple years have been incredibly hard for everybody. Lonely, difficult, and so having nights like this where we are celebrating life, we are celebrating our kids, and we're making a better future for them. I think we all could use a little bit more of nights like this.
Lead singer Dan Reynolds having fun with the fundraising, donating $50,000 if someone would join him on stage to sing Radioactive.
I raise my flag, dye my clothes. It's a revolution,
I suppose.
A special night and foundation that's been able to help more than 2,000 families around the globe, thanks to a band whose mission goes beyond the music.
When it rained down like... You made me a believer.
From a special evening to a new film, Breaking Barriers, Barbara Hersey stars in The Manor.
You don't belong here.
Don't worry, I'll be okay.
Are you okay?
Last night, I saw something.
What was it? Not being able to distinguish between what's real and what's a dream. That's a sign of dementia.
I'm here in Las Vegas. Woohoo! Barbara, have you been to Las Vegas recently at all?
I have never been to Las Vegas in my life.
Are you 21?
No, I have so much to do yet.
That's the only reason you should never listen. We've got to change that immediately. You would have so much fun here.
You are Las Vegas, I can tell.
I've been here a long time for sure, but I mean, listen, you guys hit the jackpot with this movie because so entertaining. So I love when there's a horror film that's based in suspense that has serious characters you care about, because I don't care about the scares. If you don't care about the characters, it doesn't matter, right?
I totally agree. That I'm constantly saying that.
Look at these names. My roommate, she died last night. All the others have died too.
I'm not crazy. Nicholas, I mean, when you heard you were gonna have this screen legend as your on-screen grandma, were you like amazed?
I was a little nervous, and it was pretty intimidating. But when I got on set, it was just like we clicked instantly. You know, it was basically like an acting class every day on set, and it was, you know, I was a sponge just absorbing all this information of this. You know, she's a legend.
Your body of work is so impressive, and I loved about this movie so much, Barbara, is that it wasn't, the heroine in this horror film wasn't 22. I mean, that was so refreshing, such a welcome change.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it wasn't some kind of cliche older person either. You know, she's feisty and she swears and she's, you know, curious and alive and has a life force. And, you know, she's a whole human being. And you just don't get to see that too often when people get older. They have this kind of Hollywood cliche box that they put people in when they get older. So it was really nice that way, barrier breaking that way.
I have to also ask you too. I mean, Barbara, it's like, you know, there's so many movies you've done that are so special, but you know, Beaches, for someone in my age group too, it is so meaningful. Is it amazing to you how much that movie has still made an impact on people to this day?
You know, when it came out, it didn't get great reviews and there wasn't much, you know, it was sort of disappointing, but the repercussions of that film, I thought at the time, I remember being aware of how rare it is to see a film about two women, the friendship between two women. It was like a total rarity. Yeah. You see it all the time with men. They called it a chick flick, which really bothered me because you do see a movie about two men and they call it a film. What's touched me a lot was the women who said as little girls they saw the movie and it really set them up about that the friendships between women can be important and worth a movie, you know. That's like an important message, unfortunately. I mean, you think that's a given, but it isn't. And, you know, to say this is as valuable as relationship between men and women or men and men, you know. So it was nice that way. I enjoyed that, having that effect on women that way. I'm glad to be part of it. That was incredible, you know, so.
Well, you two together. Now forget Ben, it's you and Josh. And it's like, you know what? It's like you and Nicholas together. I think you should be so proud of what you've done because in this horror genre, that's a very unique story, great characters, and it leaves you wanting more, which is, you know, mission accomplished.
You know, any actor is as good as the script and any relationship is as good as the script. So, though I must say with Nicholas, it was like licking icing off a cake. You know, it was just joy between us instantly. So that was easy.
You can't get better than that, right, Nicholas?
Yeah, I know.
Well, you guys, congratulations again. It is so lovely to speak with both of you. And I truly, truly enjoyed the movie. I was captivated the entire time.
Whatever I've seen at night, it's real. Mom, we all want you to feel better. Why won't you believe me? I need to get out of this place.
Still ahead, musician Brian Newman brings Lady Gaga and old school Las Vegas back to Vegas.
But it's all showbiz. It's so good, man. I love it. I love it.
But first, ventriloquist, singer, and comedian Terry Fator is ready to rock with his latest buddy.
I figured he was a rock star who had literally experienced everything in the world, and no matter what it is, I'm bored.
Everybody, it's me, Crazy George Wallace. I'm so happy because we got Lights, Camera, Vegas with Rachel Smith. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Always follow Rachel. Lights, Camera, Vegas.
Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. But you, when you dance.
I'm doing very good. How are you?
Oh, it's so crazy. I know that we're. Oh, hi, buddy.
Just in case you were not.
No, I'm Emma Taylor. I'm the star.
Emma.
Yeah.
Rockstar has fancy hair too, though.
Yes, he does. Oh, you saw Rockstar, huh?
Honey, I checked your Instagram.
Ah, that's funny. He's a brand new puppet. I literally just put him in this week. Rockstar. Wow, that's a cool name. Is that your given name? Yeah, gave it to myself. Look, I'm bored. Just start the song. All right, fine.
I gotta ask you, after being, quarantined and locked down for so long, have you ever appreciated being on stage with a live audience more than ever before now?
Never. I mean, just being able to get in front of a crowd. And I got to tell you, after 11 years at the Mirage, which was incredible, and I had such a good time, moving into a place like the Liberty Loft where I am now at the New York Hotel and Casino, especially after a year of lockdown, it's so intimate. It really feels like a comedy club vibe, which I just adore. I love that kind of small. I like to feel like I'm in someone's living room. And so, look, if I'm going to be here for the next 10 years, which I'm hoping, I could not have handpicked a better place, because I love feeling, I can feel the energy of the crowd so well. It's incredible.
I know people would probably be like a little nervous. Your fans like, wait, he's moving to New York? New York and Vegas.
I have had that. They're like, oh my God, you're going to New York? Are you kidding me? And it's like, no, I'm staying in Vegas. This is New York hotel.
You're a Vegas guy now. You've been here so long. It's like, this is your home.
I am.
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Tranquilitist. Could you sing like Elvis and not move your lips? Well, yeah.
If you could, by the way, since you are such a singer and you love that so much, if you could do a duet or have any Vegas headliner join you on stage for a song, who would you pick and why?
Oh man, I am old school. I would love to do something with Justin Bieber, because I have a Justin Bieber puppet. And I did that not just out of comedy, because I think he's an incredibly talented person. I think it'd be a hoot to do a duet with somebody like Justin Bieber, or, I've got a Paul McCartney puppet. That would be really fun to do. Any of my puppets celebrities that are still alive would be fun to do a duet with them.
Well, Justin's coming for like a 3-day weekend at the Wynn. He's going to do like a residency. So I'm going to put this out there. Let's Justin, pop on over and do Peaches. Do Peaches, Perry.
That'd be fun.
In the sha-la-la-la-lo. In the sha-la-lo.
Let's talk about your newest addition to the Fator family. He really likes to rock, right?
Yes, he does. In fact, now there's just a little backstory on this guy. I had him in my dressing room for the last few years. I think I may have bought him like 5 years ago, and he's literally sat in a chair in my dressing room. And then, of course, when the quarantine happened and I moved out of the Mirage, we put him in storage. Actually, I put him in storage here in my house. I pulled him out the other day and I thought, I should do this. I don't really have a guy who can do heavy metal. I don't know. The song he did was Billy Squier, but, kind of hard rock. Because I think Dougie Scott Walker, my stoner, I think he's more of a Lynyrd Skynyrd kind of guy. He's not, he's more of a Southern rock kind of guy. So I pulled this little guy out, and he was made by a young man named Landon Harvey, who I think, what's going on?
Hey, dude.
Is that Rachel? It is. How you doing?
Rock on!
Nice to see you, love.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm bored. Of course he's bored. See, this character here, I don't have a character. Right, well, this guy here is, I figured he was a rock star who had literally experienced everything in the world, and no matter what it is, I'm bored. Right.
How could he be bored? Because look at that amazing hair.
But I like to rock, right?
Who doesn't, right?
Exactly. I'm not happy if I'm not rocking.
You see him coming at you every night. Strung up the tension that's all for you at first sight.
Well, I hope you'll be here for at least another 10 years until you retire.
I hope so too. I hope I'm here for 20 more years, because this is the dream. Going out, doing your show, going home and sleeping in your own bed. I live 15 minutes from the show. It's like and this is how boring I am. My show is over at 8:45. I'm in bed by 10. So I get up, I get up at 6 in the morning and I work, but I used to be a night owl and I'm not anymore.
What time do you have to drive in? You probably have it down now to a science.
I don't have to drive in until about 5:45. I'm 5:45. So 6:45, I drive in. My show starts at 7:30. My assistant does my hair and makeup at about 7:10, and then I just kind of wander. I'm very close. My dressing room is right next to the stage, so I just walk into it's just great. It's really the dream. Adam Sandler came and saw me in Vegas, and he's backstage with me, and he said, Terry, this is what every comedian dreams of, is to just have their own place, and then they go home to sleep in their own bed. I said, I know, I no complaints here.
Okay, Dougie, you can stop the smoke machine.
Thank you for your time. I hope next time we see you, it'll be in person, you know?
I hope so too. Yeah, you should definitely come out and see the new show at the Liberty Loft at New York, New York. It's just so intimate and beautiful, and we're turning it into like a whole Terry Fator experience. So when you walk in, we're gonna put some memorabilia on the walls and some things that I've done. It's gonna be a blast. Trust me, it's gonna be amazing.
Sometimes I think I should have left with Dad.
Next, some of the great Vegas attractions that fit every budget in this week's Vegas Hot List. And then from his after-hours residency to sharing the stage with Lady Gaga.
That's my favorite part about it. It's a throwback to old Vegas.
What's old is new again for musician Brian Newman.
Time for this week's Vegas Hot List. What's better than free fun? And Vegas has plenty of attractions that don't cost a dime. You don't need a passport to go to Paris. You can see the Eiffel Tower light show right on the Strip. Or check out the volcano show erupting over at the Mirage. Get wild with the nature habitat at the Flamingo. And the Bellagio fountains are always a breathtaking attraction that are symbolic with Vegas and have been featured in many movies like Ocean's 11. Or head downtown to enjoy the Fremont Street experience, and you don't even need a ticket to enjoy the Downtown Rocks free concert series. So much to see and do in Vegas, these attractions fit every budget.
All right, showbiz on 3. 1, 2, 3, showbiz!
It's an honor always playing with Gaga, let alone to be on such a small stage in such a small room and such an intimate setting. It's just I know it's really important to both of us that this American songbook lives on, you know, and great music that harkens back to an era in Las Vegas that just isn't around anymore.
Thanks for having me, Rachel. It's so great to talk to you and see you again. It's amazing, man.
Oh my God, it's so good seeing you. It's been so long, right?
Yes, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Too long.
Too long. I mean, it has to feel so good being back in Vegas, not only on stage with your buddy Lady Gaga for that wonderful jazz and piano show, but for your after hours residency as well. I mean, you are living the dream, my friend.
So glad to be back at it, man. 7 shows in 4 days for 3 weeks in a row. It doesn't get much better than that. You know, I'm ready for it. You know, we've been waiting a long time for this.
Lady Gaga. Jazz and piano. The Las Vegas residency.
That's why this lady is a tramp.
What is it like, first of all, you know, your buddy Lady Gaga to be back? Because I know it has been a long time that you guys have all been off stage. What is it like returning to that show, which has been so well received?
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful to write new arrangements for the new songs that we recorded on Love for Sale, for you know blowing out those arrangements for a 30-piece orchestra and just playing with her again and doing some new stuff and just playing with the same hats and cats that we were playing with before. It's amazing, man. Having 30 people on stage playing the music that we get to write for her is a really phenomenal thing. We're honored to be there and humbled every time we get to do it.
And that's an important thing to point out too, Brian, because, you know, those little monsters are devout fans. But if you saw the show before the lockdown, you need to come again because you guys have really changed things up. And she's always reinventing.
For sure. I mean, new costumes, new songs, some of the old favorites, but definitely we changed up the set a little bit just to make it a little bit more, just to get some new stuff in there for people who have seen it already. They're having seats on the stage there's like 4 or 5 tables on stage and people sit there and it's really great. She goes over and talks to them and, messes with them. I think she told one guy she stole her watch, stole his watch. It was really funny. Takes the champagne. It's all showbiz. It's so good, man. I love it. I love it.
That is obviously a big, grand Vegas show, which still has an intimate feel. But if you really want to get intimate and you can stay up a little later, your show, After Dark at the Nomad Library, that has become like the biggest gem of a show. It's the talk of the town.
Rachel, that means so much to us, and thanks for saying that, and thanks for coming when you came. You know, I thought, oh, so great to have you here, and you know, it's a dream come true for us to do this show that we've been doing in New York for 15, 20 years, to be able to have the budget, the lights, the sound, and the showgirls, and the burlesque, and the comedians, and vaudeville, and just all sorts. I mean, we had a couple guys from Magic Mike come by last week and do a surprise performance. We had. You know, just you never know who's going to show up, and that's my favorite part about it. It's a throwback to Old Vegas, but the Old Vegas lounge scene. But it's also, you know, creating something new in a new space that gives us an opportunity to really push it forward and make it accessible to everyone.
That's so exciting because, listen, everybody knows about the big headliners. They know about Celine and Bruno and Gaga, obviously, and those are all phenomenal shows. But everybody wants to know, when you're local, like I've been here for so many years, what are those secret little hidden gems of whether it's a restaurant or a show that they haven't heard about? And your show has become one of those buzzworthy, like must-see events.
Oh, I thank you, Rachel, and it really has. We've been so lucky. I mean, we were here without Gaga like a month ago, and we sold out most of those shows, and we're just having a blast being here with for everyone from locals to people that are visiting, come and see us, and just you know, we really love it. You know me, right? You know us, Rachel. We love this city, and we're such a pleasure to be here. You know, it really is. We love this town. We love all of you, and I can't wait to see you all here at the Nomad After Dark and the Park MGM.
All right, take about 1, 2, 3.
If you are not digging what's going on in this room, there's something f***ing wrong with you.
Thanks for being with us for Lights, Camera, Vegas. And you know, whether it's Grammy winners giving back or headliners with tons of heart, Vegas is full of passion, purpose, and performers who truly make our city shine. Until next time, guys, I'm Rachel Smith. Take care.